Imagine a quiet moment where your mind is still, free from the endless noise of worry. Yet for many of us, that peace feels just out of reach. Overthinking creeps in, turning simple thoughts into complex webs of doubt and fear. Today, let's take a journey to explore how overthinking affects our lives and how we can find clarity in the midst of mental chaos. In the quiet moments when your mind starts to wander, you may notice subtle hints that something is amiss. Restless nights, a constant replay of past conversations, or worry about what the future might hold. These gentle signals are the first murmurs of overthinking, a mental habit that can slowly weave a web of doubt and anxiety. Today, let's journey into understanding these things and uncover how overthinking creates unseen barriers between you and the calm, present moment. Overthinking is when your mind becomes trapped in a loop of persistent, unproductive thoughts, constantly analyzing and reanalyzing every detail of your experiences. It's as if your brain is stuck on a single track, replaying scenarios, mistakes, or potential outcomes, making it hard to find peace or focus on the present. This mental habit often makes even small decisions feel overwhelming. Instead of trusting your intuition, you may find yourself caught in endless what-if scenarios, weighing every possible outcome and worrying about the consequences. The more you dwell on these thoughts, the more paralyzed you might feel, making it difficult to move forward or take action. Sometimes there may be no real problem at all, yet in the depths of overthinking, we create a storm out of stillness. The mind magnifies fears and uncertainties where none exist, dragging us into a spiral of negative emotions. In reality, the moment is calm, but our thoughts have the power to distort it, making us feel overwhelmed. Letting go of that mental grasp allows the peace of the present to settle in, showing us that most of what we fear is only a creation of our minds. Sometimes nothing inherently harmful is happening, yet our mind spins a web of worries that makes everything feel heavy. Overthinking turns simple moments into storms of doubt, painting shadows where there is only light. It's not the world that hurts us, but the persistent echo of our own anxious thoughts. Learning to quiet the mind and embrace the present can reveal the calm hidden behind the noise. In the Buddha's view, overthinking is like a turbulent river that clouds the mind's clarity, diverting it from the present moment, the only time where true peace resides. The mind, much like water, naturally seeks calm, yet it can become disturbed when it clings to memories of the past or anxiously anticipates the future. This mental clinging is at the root of suffering, as it pulls us away from experiencing life in its true impermanent form. All things are transient, and thoughts are no exception. When we allow ourselves to become entangled in an endless stream of contemplation, we lose sight of the simple truth that each moment is a unique opportunity for awakening. Instead of embracing the here and now, the mind becomes burdened by worries and regrets, a cycle that only deepens our suffering and obscures the path to enlightenment. The remedy for overthinking is rooted in the cultivation of mindfulness and the deep understanding of impermanence. The mind, when left to wander, often entangles itself in regrets of the past and fears of the future. However, the Buddha taught that true peace is found in the present moment, where nothing is fixed and every experience flows like a river. By grounding ourselves in the now, we begin to see our thoughts as temporary clouds passing through an expansive sky, rather than as defining realities. When we sit quietly and observe our thoughts without judgment, we learn to recognize that they arise and dissipate naturally. This gentle observation allows us to distance ourselves from the habitual patterns of worry and doubt. As we acknowledge each thought, we gradually learn that it need not command our attention or dictate our emotions. Instead, we become like a calm lake, undisturbed by the occasional ripple on its surface. Furthermore, embracing the transient nature of all things helps to dissolve the grip of overthinking. The Buddha reminded us that clinging to anything, be it a memory, an expectation, or an idea, only sows the seeds of suffering. By letting go of these attachments, we free ourselves from the endless cycle of mental chatter. Each moment then becomes an opportunity to experience life as it truly is, without the distortions imposed by a restless mind. Ultimately, the path to overcoming overthinking is a journey of self-compassion and mindful awareness. It invites us to return again and again to the simplicity of the present moment, where our true nature can emerge, clear, peaceful, and free from the burdens of incessant thought. The power to transform our restless minds lies within the simple act of returning to the present moment. Each thought, fleeting as a ripple on a calm lake, invites us to observe without judgment and to let go. As we embrace the impermanence of our inner experiences, we begin to uncover a deeper, more serene awareness, one that transcends the ceaseless chatter of our minds. May you carry this wisdom into your daily life, allowing mindfulness and compassion to be your guide. With each mindful breath, you create a sanctuary of peace that dissolves the weight of overthinking. In this quiet space, you find not only relief but also the profound beauty of simply being, free to live fully in the luminous present. As we reach the end of this journey, remember, overthinking is just a storm of thoughts, but you are the sky beyond it. You are not your worries, not your doubts, just the silent observer behind them. Let go, breathe, and trust that life unfolds as it should. True peace isn't found in overanalyzing the past or fearing the future. It lives in the stillness of the present. So step back, embrace the now, and set your mind free.